Welcome students. I hope you are doing well and enjoy your vacations. So today we start the year number 10, the properties of light on the notebook. First you have to bring down your notebook and then you have start the task of the question answers on your notebook. And you must have to write the question answers and complete your notebook. As we have completed the year number 10, the properties of light, the that concepts. So here the question number 1, that what evidence do you have that light travels in straight lines? And it's a work of today, date 2nd Jan 2024 and the day Tuesday. You have to properly mention the date, day, classwork and draw the margin line. So year number 10, properties of light, and the task is your question answer. The question number 1, what evidence do you have that light travels in straight line? When we are studied about the concept that how do you tell them that light travels in straight lines in the form of the rays or the collection of the rays called the beam. And here from the book page number 116 you can see this diagram. As you can see this in this picture of the sunlight shining through the woodland and light travels in straight line. Here you can see that they are traveling in the straight lines. And in the classroom we have done the activity that if we take a cardboard and make some holes in it and then we just throw the light on the cardboard and we see that from the holes that light travels in the straight line, and it proves that the light travels in straight lines called rays. And here you have to write the answers. We know that the light travels in straight lines because we can see the rays when they stream through the trees. And the second example, when we look at the light traveling from a projector on its way to the screen, sometimes when we use the multimedia or the projectors, we can say that the rays coming from the projectors are traveling and throw and reflected back to the screen. Okay, now the question number 2. Explain the following terms: opaque, transparent, translucent and luminous. Okay, now let's recall the opaque. Opaque basically they are those materials that block the light and they do not allow the light to pass through them, and those materials are called opaque objects. So here you can see that the opaque objects block the light, for example like wall, wooden door. These things do not allow the light to pass through them. Okay, the next statement is about the transparent. Materials, those materials that allow all the light to pass through them. For example, we have air, water, clear glass and the lens. Basically this lens is the lens of the eye or other convex or the concave lens. Next we have the translucent. Translucent materials allow some of the light to pass through them. For example, tissue paper, butter paper, oil, color plastic, etc. The last is the luminous, and the luminous are those objects that give off their own visible light. For example, sun, stars, electric bulbs, torches, tube lights and the candles. Those materials that gives off their own light and they are visible to us, so they call the luminous objects. Now students, it's all for today. So you have to write down these questions on your notebooks and learn these questions as well. Allah Hafiz, take care.